Hi, I'm Dr. Sian Cole, health psychologist, and today's video is a mindfulness exercise, and it's about getting in touch with an aspect of ourselves that's able to notice our thoughts, our feelings, our actions, and our experience. So this exercise is about learning that there's two parts to the human mind. There's like the thinking self, and there's also the part that we call the noticing self or the observing self. And I sometimes refer it to also as the silent witness. So the thinking self is a part of us that kind of chatters all day long, making judgments and decisions and plans and remembering. But the noticing self is a part that is able to notice your thoughts, your feelings, your behaviors, your experience in any moment. So, for example, as you go through life, your body changes, your thoughts change, your feelings change, but the you that is able to notice these changes does not change. It's the same as your whole life. So, this exercise is about connecting with this part of ourselves. So find yourself a comfortable position with your back upright and your feet firmly on the floor. And either fix your eyes on the spot in front of you or close them. And begin by bringing your awareness to your breath. Emptying your lungs completely, pushing out all of the air, exhaling fully, and then just allowing those lungs to fill up by themselves. Notice the air as it leaves your lungs, and notice the sensation of your lungs filling back up again. And then allowing your body and your breathing to find its own rate and rhythm. No need to keep controlling. Just simply notice your breath coming and going, breathing in and out. Now, as you notice your breathing, be aware that you are noticing it. There is your breath coming and going, and there's you watching it. Your breath changes continuously, breathing in and breathing out. Notice, however, that the you that observes your breath does not change. There is your breath. Notice it coming and going. And at the same time, be aware that you are noticing. There is your breath, and there is you. Sometimes your breath is fast when you're exercising or feeling hot, or even when you're frightened. Sometimes your breath is slow when you're in a deep sleep or state of relaxation. And sometimes your breathing might be troubled when you're sick or you have asthma. Your breath changes continuously. But the you that notices breath does not change at all. So once again, just notice the air coming and going, but at the same time, be aware that you are noticing it. There is your breath, and there's you. Now, undoubtedly, that has got your mind thinking. Your mind is probably generating all sorts of thoughts and ideas about what I've just said. So now bring your attention to your thoughts. Notice where your thoughts seem to be located. Are they in front of you, above you, behind you, inside your head, inside your body? Just notice where your thoughts seem to be located. Also notice what form those thoughts seem to take. Are they more like pictures or words or sounds? So notice where your thoughts are and what form they take. And as you are noticing those thoughts, be aware that you are noticing them. There are your thoughts, and there's you observing them. So notice that there's two different processes going on here. There's a process of thinking in which your thoughts and images are generated, but there's a process of observing. There's a part of you that's watching those thoughts. So whatever thought you're having right now, step back and notice it. There's a thought, and there's you observing it. Very quickly you get caught up in your thoughts. They keep occurring again and again and again. So whatever thought is there right now, probably related to what I've just been saying, just step back and notice that thought. Notice where it is, the form it takes, and be aware that you are noticing it. There's the thought, and there's you. Notice your thoughts change continuously. Even in the few moments that we've been doing this exercise, all sorts of thoughts have come and gone. Sometimes your thoughts are pleasant and sometimes they're painful and unpleasant. Sometimes your thoughts are helpful and useful, and sometimes they're extremely unhelpful. Sometimes your thoughts are intelligent and wise, and sometimes they are nonsensical and stupid. Thoughts change continuously all the time. But the you that's able to notice the thoughts, the you that is able to step back and observe those thoughts, does not change. So once again, whatever thought is there right now, just step back and notice. And be aware there's the thought and there's you noticing it. And just notice what you're feeling right now in this moment. You might be feeling interested or surprised by what has been happening in this exercise. Or you might be feeling irritated or bored, frustrated or anxious. Whatever you're feeling right now, simply notice where in your body you are feeling it. Is it in your head, your chest, your shoulders, your legs, your tummy? Just notice where this feeling is in your body. It might be a feeling of tiredness or sleepiness, in which case just notice where that is. Is that in your shoulders? Is that in your legs? And as you notice that feeling or feelings in your body, be aware that you are noticing it. There is the feeling or sensation, and there's you observing it. Your feelings and sensations change continuously. Sometimes you feel healthy and fit and energized. Sometimes you feel tired and drained. Sometimes you are sad and sometimes you're happy. Sometimes you're feeling calm. Maybe sometimes you're angry. Sometimes there's tension in your shoulders and sometimes they feel relaxed. And sometimes there's a knot in your stomach. Or you might be feeling comfortably full after a nice meal. Sensations and feelings change continuously throughout your life, day after day. But the you that notices these sensations does not change. So once again, tune in to any sensation in your body that attracts your attention right now. And as you do that, be aware that you are noticing. There's the sensation and there's you observing it. And bring your attention to your body. Just notice the position of your body right now in the chair, where your legs are, where your arms are, where your head is. And notice that you can zoom into any part of the body that you wish. So right now you can zoom your attention on your left foot, or you can zoom it into your right ear. Your body changes continuously. It's not the same body you had as a baby or as a child or a teenager or a young adult. You may have had bits put into it or bits cut out of it. You have scars and wrinkles, moles and blemishes that weren't there 10 or 20 years ago. So over a period of 7 years, every single cell in your body gets replaced by a new one. And at an atomic level, 95% of your atoms in your body are replaced within a space of a year. Your body changes continuously, but the you that's able to notice your body does not change. So just notice your left arm right now. And as you notice your arm, be aware that you are noticing. There's your body and there's you. I don't know what you want to call this part of you that's able to observe your experience. I call it the silent witness or the noticing self. Others call it the observing self. You can call it whatever you like. It is just words. The noticing self is like the sky. The sky is vast and expansive, while our thoughts and feelings, sensations and images, urges that pass through our body are like the weather. No matter how bad the weather, the sky has room for it. And the sky cannot be hurt or harmed by it in any way. Your thoughts and feelings, sensations and urges may appear threatening or damaging, but they cannot hurt this part of you that is able to step back and notice, observe them and make room for them. No matter how bad the weather, it always changes. Sooner or later, even the mightiest of thunderstorms will move on. Sometimes you cannot see the sky, for it is obscured totally by the clouds. Yet we know if we move up high enough, we'll come into a huge expanse of clear blue sky. And it's the same with our noticing self. We often lose contact with it. It gets clouded over by our thoughts. You've noticed even doing this exercise, we quickly lose track of it, that noticing self part of you. It gets very clouded over. It very quickly, thoughts come in and cloud over it and you lose touch with it. But It's always there. Bad things may have happened to your body, and you may have experienced many painful thoughts, memories, urges, and sensations. But the you that is able to observe all those things cannot be hurt or harmed by any of them. The same way the sky cannot be harmed by even the strongest tornado. Even if it wreaks damage on the land, the sky has room for it. So once more, just take a moment to connect with this aspect of yourself. Once more, notice the thoughts that are passing through your head right now. Notice where they are, thoughts, images. Notice where they seem to be, in front of you, above you, behind you. And as you notice them, be aware that you are noticing. There are your thoughts, and there's you. So now we're going to bring your attention back to your breath. Just once more, noticing your breath coming in and out. As we end this exercise, bringing your attention now, noticing your body in the chair, noticing the sounds that you can hear in the room around you, and bring yourself back to your room and what you're doing. And now carry on with your day with a sense of wholeness and completeness, and congratulate yourself for having practiced this exercise.